Welcome everybody to this wonderful lunar eclipse season that we're in, with this full moon in Scorpio coming right in on the 5th of May, Eastern Standard Time, around about 1:39 Eastern Standard Time. So check your local listing and when the full moon comes in for you and this lunar eclipse. We got a lot to cover, so welcome to the channel. Those are new, click the like button, click the subscription. Those that are friends of the channel, family of the North Node, welcome. I would say go on and get your notes, some snacks, sit down, take good notes, because we got a lot to cover with this lunar eclipse in combination with this full Scorpio moon, okay? So this lunar eclipse is in full moon, and it comes to bring about truth and in a dramatic way to let you and me learn things that will change your life and my life in directions and bring in new pathways, okay? And so it is important to accept what is revealed on this lunar eclipse coming in on the 5th of May. You cannot fight this knowledge that's coming through with the lunar eclipse, and you can only take it in and ask yourself, what is the highest manifestation you want to create with this energy? And I would encourage you to retrieve your last list from 2022 to see what was on it, any journaling or any intentions that you have set rather in 2022 lunar eclipse, in which that hasn't come into fruition. Bring it back into setting those intentions with this lunar eclipse and full moon. As I'm talking about this, keep in mind that I do have an altar visual available for you for this lunar eclipse full moon. Go to the website, click it. It's $10.23 per candle per intention, okay? And make sure that, most importantly, that you are signed up to the website. That's where you will find me. You will find the North Node community, all of our offerings, and located on Patreon. Patreon members, you will have a meditation that will come up on the 5th there to work with, and a couple of other things. So, and also if you're part of the blog, you will have information about this lunar eclipse full moon as well on the blog, okay? So I had a couple of PSAs for us. So you may receive some unwanted news or some unexpected events, and know that these are the universe's way of giving you a detour that will be the best course of action for your evolution. Make sure that you be open for the unexpected events or unwanted news, because it's to bring you into openness and a course of action for you. You want to make sure you're being open to this eclipse, because it's going to bring about information for you to trust in, to build upon. And it is important to understand that a lunar eclipse occurs to move all of us forward, and it is to take us from stagnant energies and old patterns. Sometimes this forward motion can feel disruptive to your nervous system as we're moving forward. So if you feel, not everybody, family, and those that are new to the channel will have that feeling in their nervous system. It just depends on how you feel with the full moon and the lunar eclipses. Some people do feel those vibrations and can systematically work with the astrology systems. Their bodies are heavily in tune. Some are not. Some are heightened and some are not, okay? But that's okay. Some are, some not, all right? So we got a lot of information. You may feel resistance in this initial lunar eclipse. You may feel in this lunar eclipse a little backward motions and pacing forward if you want to cling to energy. So you're going to feel like a little backwards motion pulling you, but then you're going to be pacing forward. If you attempt to cling to energies that no longer serves you, that's no longer in your path. Once this lunar eclipse kicks in, your evolution, you will be met with frustration and misalignment. So you want to make sure, all of us want to make sure that we're not clinging to the past and what's comfortable, and allow your evolution to continue to move you forward so that you're not in a past energy, okay? The lunar eclipse and the months coming in, the months that follows after this, the lunar eclipses and the solar eclipse, and then there's another eclipse comes in. It lasts, as the energy goes, for about 6 months out, okay? Along with the full moon in this attachment, as you manifest, it goes 6 months out as well. So you want to make sure that you're setting intentions. With the full moon, by this being a lunar eclipse, you are setting intentions. It's up to you. It is a full release, but this is a combination. So you want to work with the combo, all right? But it is up to you. But I strongly suggest, with the information that came through, to do that, okay? So the lunar eclipse with the months that follow us is all about opportunities to detach from energies, emotions, and even people who do not serve your evolution. So you want to do some checks and balances of those that no longer is connected with your evolution. The emotional nature of a lunar eclipse often can cause an emotional breakdown, and you will break through these emotions, these energies that give you yourself to process the information revealed on the eclipse, okay? Don't rush, please don't rush, including me as well, into any decisions at this time, but let the energies be settled, and then make whatever moves are needed to propel you forward, okay? And this also aligns itself with the energy of Mercury being retrograde at this time as well. That's going to have you to be pausing in decisions along with the lunar eclipse. But after it moves, then it's going to propel you forward. The lunar eclipse will launch you out, all right? You will see those differences of more of a launching pad for yourself after May the 14th, all right? So enjoy the eclipse. I got more. I'm going to talk about the full moon, but you want to enjoy this eclipse, all right? This is a special time to make changes needed to reach your energy and your potential, to trust your path and trust the eclipse, okay? So now on to the Scorpio and full moon, all right? All right, so we've got the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Make sure I have my notes properly here. All right, I do. Okay, now the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Let me give you a few things here. One sec. Okay. Now the lunar eclipse, this full moon Scorpio, okay? The full moon Scorpio occurs at 1:30, going back through that 1:30 on the 5th Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listing. And the energy of both lunar and Scorpio, keep in mind we're in Taurus season, will be in the air for 72 hours. However, the effects will continue over the next 6 months, all right? So keep in mind of the season of Taurus, Scorpio, full moon, lunar eclipse. The Scorpio will bring in potent time for revelation, change, and psychological breakthroughs, all right? As Scorpio is ruled by water and the planet Pluto, Scorpio reminds all of us that we are powerful healers, powerful creators, powerful high priestesses or priests, powerful magicians to change things, to work our energy in all kind of areas, to give us this reminder of empowerment and who we are. And we can transform any energy, emotion, or behavior during this time with the Scorpio full moon and lunar eclipse. One of the keys in working with this energy is to be willing to feel, okay, to be willing to feel. We are asked by Mother Moon and Scorpio to feel, transform, slowing down and looking inward. Take notice from our subconscious mind, right? So if you're having some additional feelings that are rising up with this full moon in Scorpio, because it's that full moon, you do want to allow those emotions to rise up and erupt. Whatever way that emotional feeling is to you, you only know how that works for you. But don't hold back and don't hold within. Move with the flow of that. If you're on Patreon, you will have access to a meditational practice to do with this. Okay, and keep in mind that we do have the altar vigil available, and I'll be doing Reiki, working the energy at the same time with those workings going on. All right, so it will be intense. Okay, bring us face to face with being in the present moment. So we want to make sure that we're present, that we're available for ourselves first, taking time with yourself, not trying to push through. If you could take some quiet time down with having some tea with yourself, relaxing, allowing the full moon to envelop you and to engulf all around you with the Scorpio water rising around you, and taking that time to connect. All right. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple of things that the focus will be, and you might want to look at this for yourself. There's 6 areas of focus. All right. One is it will be intense and bring us face to face with being in the present moment. So that's one. Number 2 is asking us to stop in our tracks. So stop, take time. Number 3 is let go of distractions. If you're being distracted, take your time with this full moon and get centered and involved with yourself, so that way when the full moon starts to leave within the 72 hours, you have taken the time and you're not trying to work opposite of yourself or what expectations are of you, but what is the expectation that you set for yourself. And then we have number 4 is confront inner reality. Okay. And number 5, you will shine in the red glow of the moon, and any facades that you may have will be stripped, and any mask that you wear will be dropped during this full moon. Okay. So this is bringing you into yourself, your true self. All right. And then last but not least, number 6 is any lies that you've been telling yourself or lies that's been told to you will be revealed during this full moon. So make sure that you're listening with your intuitiveness, using your third eye, or your witchy eye, or your sixth sense, if you want to call it, or whatever way you want to call it, the eye that sees all and doesn't have a closed eye, because it can see beyond with the regular eyes, the earthly eyes that we use to see within this realm. Okay, that third eye sees past that realm. Right? So I wanted to come and share this with you, these beautiful messages that I've gotten to share with you. Make sure you're taking notes, join the altar vigil. Don't forget that I am offering a Mercury mini retrograde and Reiki reading that's available. Check it out on the website. Also, I do offer personalized readings that would change your life, along with conjure work, so much more. Make sure that you're subscribed to the website. Sign up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Set yourself up with Patreon, so that way you're always in the loop with us, the North Node community, and so much more. Enjoy this lunar eclipse and this intense full moon in Scorpio. I know that it will serve you well, and you will serve yourself. Continue to grow and go in everything that you do, and I will see you later.